Hi, ever wonder what it's like to work another profession or live in the underworld? Listen to unsuspecting riders give a 10 to 15 minute personal masterclass as I spontaneously interview them as they enter my taxi. I'm your host, Simon Rushton, and this is Taxi Chronicles.
All right, okay, that's good.
Yeah, no, because basically what it is with my story with this whole trade thing, it's like I was originally like, I would say, how did I start off gambling at first? Like, so I would gamble on like football and all of that stuff and roulette and all of those things. But with those things, it's like, it's just whatever happens at that moment, time. But with the stocks, the stock market is a thing where even if you get the right stock at the right time, yeah, you can hold on to it and make gains and all of that stuff, yeah. And like, I see how people are making gains and stuff. If you got time to hold your money, but when you got like someone like, okay, you like your normal average person like myself that just works and all of that stuff, like I prefer the day trading, because I prefer like to just make that amount for the day. So if I can try and make £40 every single day, yeah, and I still got my job as well, because the job is stable money, yeah. So you start off just making daily gains, £40 or whatever it is you can make with however much you put in. Preferably, like, if you can try and make 10%, then yeah. If you make 5%, that's very good every day. Even if you make a 1% gain, that's still good. But I just try to stick to that £40, make that, and then for the rest of the day, whatever I'm making, that will just go back into the business, and then slowly over time, I just believe it will just increase. But you got to be able to accept the losing moments, because you're going to make mistakes with the trades. Because the one thing I believe, like, because they say, oh yeah, 80% of people lose and 20% of people like win when you do CFD trading.
What's CFD?
Contract for difference. So they give you leverage. So that's more of like the whole gambling one, because you put in on a contract whether you're going to buy or the market's going to go up or down. That's basically what it is. Yeah. So what happens is you get the leverage. So if you got £10, they gave you a leverage 10 to 1. It's like you got £100 in there. But if you put on a contract on something and like it goes worse than your £10, then that's it. They'll close your contract. There's your money. It's gone. So
they just take your £10.
They'll take that.
If you win £100 and you lose £10.
You know, if you win as much as wherever it goes up to.
Yeah.
Whenever you're gonna close a contract, but depending if you have a time limit on the contract or whatnot. I think some trading platforms or some the stocks, yeah, they have like a time period when you put a contract on, but a lot of them don't. So you could literally leave it there if you feel that, yeah, it's gonna really, if you got it in at a nice price and you're just gonna leave it there for a month or so, you can do that as well. But where I'm day trading, like, I won't leave contracts for that long. I'll just try and make small gains, because I know what will happen is over time, as it increases and I'll end up putting on more, yeah, then the small gains will become bigger. And the only way I'm going to put on more is only if my portfolio is a lot bigger. So you always put on the same percentage.
When you say your portfolio, what do you mean?
Like how much money, how much what's it, equity they call it? Yeah, how much you got in there. So like, you know, if you got £1,000 in there, like, you only want to use like £100 of it, because you don't know what's going to happen. It don't matter how much you read the graphs, how much you study it, you don't know exactly what's going to happen.
So you want to play in a way that you're not going to risk it all. You're only risking your profit.
You're only risking enough just to make that £40 daily wage. So yeah, if I can open up 20 contracts and close them all at £2, then that's my £40. So, but at the same time, it's still timing of when you put them on, because you still got to read the graphs. You still got to know a bit about how the candlesticks are moving to what's going to happen within the next half an hour or hour or so.
Does that, in what you do, is there a tax element? Someone told me one day that you don't have to pay tax if you don't have to. How does it work?
On the platform that I'm using, like, what they do is they take a bit of it, a bit of commission, yeah, like, but it's only like pennies. but they include that already. So I don't know whether or not they already pay taxes through all of the commissions they're getting through people and all of that stuff, but they don't actually include any tax. I don't know, some brokers are different. Some brokers include prices when you put on, like there's another broker that I'm with, and when you buy, you're literally buying for long term because they take a piece of your money as well. Like, and they take fees and stuff. But I don't really look into it like that because I know that
as long as you're getting what you want to get, it don't really matter.
there you go, that's it.
Yeah, I hear that.
That's it. I don't even look at all the things. You see, with this game, I don't even look at the news. I don't even care what's happening. I don't care if this current event is going on or this whatnot. I don't care about any of that stuff. Yeah, like I know, like it's good to know and good to see because it affects it. But at the end of the day, it's like a football match. If I go and watch the match, I don't need to see the news. I don't even need to see the highlights. I was there. So
what are you saying that?
So I watch the graph. I'm in the graph. I'm sitting down there and I'm watching it go all day long, watching it change.
But surely, sorry to jump.
Yeah, go on.
There,
that's cool.
But surely the politics of today influences. Let's say like when Boris said everybody has to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Any mask companies are going to shoot up. Like I use Zoom. I've used Zoom for a good year plus, or a year and a half.
Yeah.
Before it was really, really popular like it is today.
Yeah.
I always thought this is a good idea, but if I had the vision, if I know what I knew now.
Yeah, but this is the thing you did know. Did you pay a subscription for Zoom?
Yeah.
Well, every time you bought your subscription, you should have bought a share. You should have put that subscription money extra, double, and pull it in for. See, like on Spotify. Yeah, I'm with Spotify. So every month I pay my £8, £9 or £10 Spotify. I put £10 on the share on Spotify.
Yeah, I like that.
So
I like that.
It doesn't matter what the news is, what's going on, because you're involved.
You're using the service,
just buy some shares in it. Ultimately, people will say it will go up in it. There's no point, because you didn't know when that news was going to come in. You didn't know Corona was going to come this year and everyone was going to need more. You didn't know. But if you put in from, like, okay, say like for example Tesla, or Tesla's a big one. Yeah.
Because of their cars. But Tesla set a standard now.
Yeah, Tesla went mad. They went off the rails. And the wickedest thing is, I've had a Tesla in at like all $350. Yeah, I've had that in. I didn't hold it till it got to $670 though. Why? Because I'm day trading. I ain't got time to hold it to that. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know it was going to go that high. I had an inkling that it will go back up from when they split the stocks. But when was it going to? I watched Tesla drop. Okay, this is what I saw from Tesla, when I was watching it. I saw it go from like 1400, 1400, okay, and then I saw it go from there to $2,200. Then they split it. It was down to about 500 and something, and then it went up to about 560, and then dropped all the way to 308. So with all of that movement there, with contracts for difference, you could have made from when it was going down and when it was going up, when it was going down. So that's why when I've put on at them prices and then I've cashed out again and made money, because I'm only day trading, I'm not bothered that, okay, it flew up that high. Because you can still make money off Tesla now. The same with Bitcoin. Like a lot of people, you feel that you missed out because, oh yeah, it just went all the way up and you just missed the rush.
Yeah.
But
gold rush.
There you go. But I'm watching
gold
the Bitcoin.
Is still valuable. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, gold. Look, I put in gold. Yeah, I put in a contract on gold when it was at 1,777. I don't care if it's at that price. I'm watching the graph. I saw gold at 2,000. So according to me, that's low. And guess what? Now gold is at 1,876 or something like that. Like that one contract that I got on is up £80. And then the fact that it's up £80, because you can do sell orders, £80 good. That means that's 2 days. That's 2 days work for me, isn't it? Yeah. So what I've done, I haven't even closed that contract. I just put a sell on. I put a sell on when it hit about £80. Yeah, and I even bought another half as well at that price because I know it can go even higher. Like, and the thing is, I'm not bothered if the buyer starts losing, because if it goes backwards and the sell, I got one sell on, so I'm definitely gonna make the money going backwards if it goes all the way back to 177. If it goes back to 177, I'll buy more because it shot up again. It's only if it's gonna fall right off the chart and go right down. But what's the odds of that?
And even if it did, it's going to go back up eventually.
There you go. That just means I could buy even more.
You take the hit on that one, but you still invest more.
But it wouldn't matter. But it wouldn't matter if I took the hit, because I'm always going to make £80. No matter what happens, because I put that sell right there. So no matter what happens, when I close the sell and the buy, yeah, if the sell goes beyond the buy, yeah, and it goes sour, yeah, it doesn't matter what number it goes to, I'm still going to make £80 because it's all maths. So it could go to 500 green, but the other one's going to be 420 red. I'll still made £80. It doesn't matter that it says that. Oh yeah, because in your head you're greedy and you're like, oh yeah, I could have had £500. No, but my goal was £40 a day. So the fact that I doubled that is good for me. So with this mentality I continue, naturally my whole portfolio will go up.
So £40 a day works out to 40 times 30, isn't it?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's 1,200. So
yeah, that'll clear some of my childhood care fees.
there you go with it. How much money do you really need? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
how long does it take you when you're trading? Like, how much energy, how much time do you spend daily?
Do you know what? It takes a lot of energy, you know. And I do believe it takes a lot of time. When you're trying to like get the right price, that's when you need to sit there and watch it. Like, some people will trade 2 hours in a day or whatnot. In 2 hours, you could make gains and just stop trading. Yeah, but I tend to just maybe leave things on. Like, I like to leave things on overnight, because when you wake up, there's always a little rush. So you can wake up and then that's it. There you go. There's your £40, bling. And then for the rest of the day, you don't even need to do anything. Or you could just maybe watch it a bit. When it goes down, boop, just put on another one, and then just leave it. Because you know full well it should be going back up.
Yeah. I hear you.
And if you've been watching it daily, then you know the average amount that's going to move. So you see, like Bitcoin now, yeah, people will say, oh, it's so high now, it's like $2,300. Yeah, Bitcoin, I've calculated it, and it moves averagely about $1,500 each day, average, roughly.
When you say it moves 1,500,
either up or down.
Oh, I see what you mean. So it can go down at that much or go up at that much.
Yes, unless the
natural equilibrium. So in that space, you can make money.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that's where I make the money. I don't make the money from that big movement. I just know that now I can always have one. If I get it really low, I could just leave that one there on. Yeah, now I know that, because once it goes super high, if you get prepared for the rush, if you can get prepared for the rush, when it happens, it doesn't matter. You don't panic and be like, oh, I've got to buy it now, because it's going up. Oh, but because you've been in the game, you already got one down that price.
If you've watched the graph graph is what it moves at on average for that week.
There you go.
Month.
There you go.
Then you'll say, yeah, worst case scenario,
this is going to happen. Yeah, and the thing is, yeah, often, you know, it will be right until, you know what, the thing is, yeah, I'll tell you, when you see a spike, oh my God, it is so scary. You know what, they call it a bull rush. Yeah. Or bull, it's the bulls come out.
That's why they got the bull outside Wall Street, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Now it makes sense. I always wondered, what's the bull about?
Look, when you see those bulls come in, you've got, you got two options. You either step out and spectate,
or run with them.
There you go. But the thing is, sometimes when you decide to run with them, they will just decide to stop, and then the bears start to come out. Then they're all gone.
The bears?
Yeah, the bears are when it starts to sell. They're ugly. The bears will make you, they'll literally make you curl up in a ball and be like, oh my God, what's going on? Because that's when the cells come and they just go, and they come out. And when they come out, oh my God, if you haven't got a sell contract on, you're crying. If you got a buy on, if you ain't closed your contract, you're crying for a piece. Some people, they don't cry because they're in for the long term, so they just say, yeah, boom. But for me, nah, because the thing is,
you're doing the short for the day.
Yeah, you could close that, yeah, and then you could go back there again, and you could get in again. And because you're doing contracts, yeah, excuse me, sorry. Because you're doing contracts and they give you leverage, then it's easier for you to get in at any point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So, you know, the thing is, to be honest with you, I don't recommend people get involved. I say, like, there's a lot of money to be made, like, and there's also money to be lost. Yeah, I do believe, like, okay, cool, they say you lose 80% and you win 20%. So in my head, that means I win 80% and lose 20. So out of 10 contracts, I should only close 2 in a loss. No, straight up. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So at that price, yeah, that like, I believe at 80% you can win. Because what happens to people is, yeah, okay, say you put on a contract and it goes up by £2. Mm-hmm. Have you won or have you lost?
Yeah, you've won if it's gone up
there
by
you
£2.
go. Oh, there's your win, innit? There you go. However, for most people, that's not enough. Yeah, we're going right at the lights, yeah, I swear. Yeah, we're going right at the lights. Yeah, oh, I don't think she put the postcode in, innit? Yeah, we're going right at the lights. We're not even going there. Wherever that's going, we're not going there. We're just going around. It's not too far. It's just like 2 minutes just over there. But yeah.
No, I hear you.
So that's a win then, isn't it? But the thing is, a normal person probably wouldn't close that because in their head they're thinking, nah, man, I could gain more.
Is there any time when you thought, I need to give this up?
Do you know what? I have thought that, you know, when I had experienced some bad loss, yeah, I thought like, I can't do this no more. But then, sorry, just quickly, I went on YouTube and I just watched a few videos of people when they lost. And then I realised that, you know what?
But motivational kind of thing.
Yeah, you got to keep going, like, and
it's what the good book says, isn't it? The race is not given to the swift or the strong, but to the ones who...
Yeah, so if you get kicked down, you need to get back up in this, because the thing is, yeah, no one can't tell me where there's anywhere else in the world that there's more money than the stock market. Like, with the market caps and all of these things, if I add them all up, we're taking the left over there, yeah? If I add them all up, yeah, there is no way you could tell me that any other industry has more money than the stock market. So if I cannot get 0.00001% of that, which is a hell of a lot of money anyway, then, you know, I might as well give it up.
I hear you saying. Tell me something, what's the impact you want to have on the world? You seem like a real grounded guy, real focused, determined.
Do you know what? This is the thing, yeah, like, I think if I made it big of like, say, stock market, and I had a significant amount of money to make changes, yeah, like, I don't know, innit? It's hard because the thing is, yeah, actually helping people, like, well, you can only help people if they want to be helped, bruv. Like, most of the time they don't, like, most of the time they just want to see what they can get. Like, people live beyond their means way too much, like.
Would you say that you could offer the opportunity? So the ones who will take it and run with it, good. The ones that don't, but just try and then go back to 9 till 5 or shit.
Oh, what, as in trading?
Yeah.
Do you know what? See, that's the thing, innit? I find it hard to recommend people because I don't want them to experience the emotions that I've experienced. Turn right. It's not good emotions. It's not all gravy. It's not. That's what I'm saying. I won't want people to experience the type of emotions that you can experience in this.
We all go through emotions regardless of the
job.
Of
course. But I don't know if they, because just here is fine. Right. Yeah. I don't know if they're built for that.
Okay.
That's the thing. Like, I'd rather build solid businesses and tell the person, or I'd rather say to the person, what do you like to do? And then whatever they like to do, I'll invest in whatever they're doing. I'd rather that than say to them, you know what, yeah, day trading. Or I'd rather them make their money and then maybe become a broker and just use their money to make gains. But even by the time I get that big, I'm not even going to want to even bother to do that, because the thing is, when it don't work out, it's not good. You know what I mean? So I'd rather invest in a person in a way where, I don't know, whatever they wanted to do. If they had like a painting and decorating firm, and I'll just, like, you know, okay, cool, I invest in your business, like, you know, give them an investment and just say to them, look, you only need to pay me back that. Like, rather than being like a bank where they're like, oh, okay, interest and all of these things. I'd rather be that type of person.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's been a great interview.
Yes.
You got the phone?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Thanks a lot for your input.
We hope you liked that interview. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to get the latest daily episode. Ever considered investing in the continent with the fastest growing economy and population on Earth? The same continent that holds 30% of the world's known natural resources? Then listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where you will hear real investors with real stories from around the world share their experience of investing in Africa. We post Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m.